Hello. And welcome to the 365-day gaming challenge. This is the challenge where I play an unplayed game for my pile of shame every day. And today is day 211. And we are looking at Beyond a Steel Sky. This game is from 2020 as an adventure game. And this is a sequel to a quite a classic point-and-click adventure from, I think it was 94. It was a time when point-and-click adventures were all the thing, and also around the time where CD-ROM was becoming more popular. So the CD-ROM version of Beneath a Steel Sky was all voice-acted. Similarly to the LucasArts adventures like Sam and Max and Day of the Tentacle, which is an excellent point and click, and if you've never played that, you should definitely play that, because they did a remaster of that a couple of years ago, I think. Definitely worth checking that game out. I think that will go down as a classic in point and click adventures. But this is Beyond the Steel Sky, so from 2020. I think this is more adventure and less point and click. But we will have a quick look at the options. We are using a pad. I'm just having to work out if we need to change the y-axis, because inverted y-axis is the correct way to use a pad. So let us have a look, and there we go. So yes, good, that is the correct way. It looks like we have the ability to do a developer commentary. Vibration is on, cinematics on, blah 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 blah. That's okay. We like subtitles. Audio isn't too overpowering, but it is at max volume, so we'll just knock that down a little bit. I don't think we're going to need to meddle with that too much. It seems they've got the mix right on this one. Video, we are playing borderless full screen, frame rate limit. No, we can't set it to 120 for some reason. Okay. So we are actually on a 4K screen. I think the reason for that really odd resolution that it's decided it's going to use, or display at least, is down to screen scaling. So I have the screen set at 175%, which is what is recommended by Windows on this size screen. So 55-inch 4K screen. So instead of displaying 4K, it displays the scaled resolution, which is fine because it means that UI is correct, which is what you want, so you can actually read the text. Many games do not do this properly, especially games that are older than a few years, before 4K monitors became more widespread. Right, they all look good. And we are ready to start, I think. Just have a quick look at extras, credits, and that's it. Why didn't you just have credits on that then? Instead of making me click twice. And we can quit, or we can start a new game. So I think we are going to start a new game. Right. Let the adventure begin.
I'd already decided it was going to be my last night in Max's village. I was sorry to be leaving, but I was restless again.
Beware! The day grows dark, and demons stalk the gap by night.
Harsh old woman, stop your superstitious nonsense. Besides, this is the best time of day for fishing, eh, Milo?
Yes, Dad. Look, Foster! I use these broken sensors to make a fish alarm. It detects the fish before it bites.
Nice work, Milo.
How does that work?
Milo was just like me as a boy, and the tech skills I'd taught him would help the village after I left.
Do you really have to go, Foster? How can we ever pay you back for all you've done?
Not cancelling
It's
neighbours?
been my pleasure, Max. One of Anita's pies will be payment enough. I owed the Gap folks so much. My first tribe fostered me when I was orphaned all those years ago. They taught me how to recycle tech scavenged from city dumps. Soon, I even built myself a playmate.
Sounds dodgy.
I'm your friend. Call me Joey.
Joey and I were always together. As I grew, I upgraded him. He
That
became the
sounds
best
even
friend I
more
ever had.
dodge.
But then,
Foster! Foster, wake up! The sensors detect a fish. It's a big one.
what the? It was no fish.
Max, keep back! Milo!
Dad! What are they?
Max! Drop him, you...
Dad! Foster! Help me! Help me!
Well, the speed that's walking away, you could just run after it.
Milo had gone. The machine, too. But its riders had left something behind.
Max? Milo? What's happened, Foster? Where's my son? Max? Max? Oh, no! I told them there were demons stalking the dark.
The stalker that attacked us was a machine, not a demon.
Please, Foster, I don't understand. What happened?
I told Anita everything I could, though I knew very little. Max was barely conscious. I could only hope that with Anita's loving care, he would recover. As for me, I had to follow Milo and his captors immediately.
I'll bring Milo home, Anita. I promise.
Don't make promises you
Thank
can't
you,
keep.
Foster. I know you will.
Dawn was breaking as I left the village. The featureless wastes of the Gap stretched away from me.
Why?
Night followed day, then day dawned once more. Time lost meaning as the tracks beckoned me ever forward. Determination had long replaced sadness. Whatever it took, I would find Milo. The tracks were barely visible now, blurred by the wind. But I was sure I'd reach their destination soon. Then I saw the thing I feared the most approaching. Sandstorm. I battled forward, but now could only guess that my direction was correct.
Should have brought a compass.
I decided to save my energy and sank into an exhausted sleep. Maybe the old woman was right. Maybe demons did stalk the Gap. For as it shrieked and thundered around me, the storm brought back my nightmare once more. Union City security was attacking. As my tribe screamed in terror, I salvaged Joey's motherboard. Taken captive, I couldn't save my village. But I survived when the security copter crashed, entering Union City. On the run, I soon got Joey working. Upgraded yet again, He helped me overthrow the evil that ran the city. As I left, I told him to make the citizens happy. Union City was no place for me. I wanted to be where I could do most good, helping the scattered people of the Gap. I woke to find the storm had passed. But not without finishing its cruel work. The tracks were gone. I was lost, and so, I feared, was Milo. Then, I heard them. Gang birds, scavengers, and in this wasteland, that meant only one thing: people.
Well, there you go. Quite why they would come all that way just to take one young child is a bit of a mystery, it would seem.
Despair turned to hope. I was sure that if I could find where the stalker had gone, I would find Milo. Then, in the distance, I saw a girl crouching over a body.
It's quite nice looking. Should we really go and disturb girls crouched over bodies? I went, that's private stuff, that is. Should just let her get on with it. Instead, we should go and look at the wool that turns into grass. Oh, and let's go and have a look at the derelict
I needed
car.
to speak to the girl.
I wanted to look at the car. Why you disturb me?
The girl was holding a device to the lifeless hand. Hey, excuse me.
Who the hell are you?
I'm searching for a vehicle that...
No! Damn birds!
Wait, I just... Whatever that device was, the bird had it now.
This is why you don't go interfering.
The gang birds were eyeing up the corpse hungrily. A corpse lay propped against a rock. No way I was going to get between those birds and their feast.
Well, I didn't want to. I wanted to go around them. Look, there's a massive gap there.
I needed to check out that body. It was the only clue I had.
It's not the only clue. It's not even a clue. You silly man. I want to go and inspect the car. There could be something in the car, mate. There could be a big stick in the car, and you can then beat the birds with the stick. You're not thinking right. Why do these games not think right? Think with some logic. Inventory. Use my crowbar. Well, that's not using it, is it?
That would scare gangs, and a crowbar was not one of them. I would need to find another solution.
Bash him on the head. Bash them on the head with a crowbar. That'll learn them. We can shove... That's what we... Yeah, let's try the Android finger. Apparently we can't use the Android finger. We could use a pie. Yeah, you just throw your food away, mate. You could have bashed them on the head with a crowbar Instead, you threw your food away. The food that might keep you alive.
The girl had been doing something to the guy's hand. I wondered what. He'd clearly been
You
dead
don't
for
want to
days.
wander that. Don't smell it.
The logo. I'd seen it before. On the androids that had taken Milo. The girl was my only lead. I had to follow her.
Why is she your only lead? That's not your only lead. I'm questioning this guy's
Union
investigating power.
I was back.
In all honesty, I think he's got blinker vision. He can only see one single way to solve a problem.
Over the years, I'd heard rumors of how the city had thrived since I'd left Joey in charge.
You
I
left
was
a
finally
robot
going to
in
see for
charge,
myself.
an AI. Doesn't look like he's done a terribly good job to me. And look, we're polluting the atmosphere. It's no wonder the clouds are a very strange colour of blue and purple. Probably all sorts of deadly contaminants in the air. Okay. Probably don't want to walk under the letters.
Huh? Halt!
Just go and tell Joey that you're his mate.
Welcome, unregistered Gaplander.
Well, hi. And you are?
Community Welfare Droid 2CU at your service.
To see you
To
too.
commence your Union City registration, please make your way to the immigration terminal.
That's okay, I'm not here to register. I'm looking for...
If you're looking for the immigration terminal, it's right over there. Thank you.
Can you help me find a missing kid?
You want to file a missing persons report? Go register.
I'm looking for a vehicle that maybe came this way.
A vehicle? Well, this is a freight entrance. So, you're in the right place.
Right. I need to find a boy called Milo. He was...
What you need to find is the immigration terminal. It's right over there.
I've never seen a droid like you.
And I've never seen a Gaplander like you.
I bet. And what is it you do?
I tell Gaplanders like you to visit the immigration terminal and register.
Let me know how that goes. So how do I register?
Easy. Just go to the immigration terminal and you'll get a U-chip for your temporary ID. The correct route is indicated by these signs.
Sounds easy.
It is. Without it, you won't be able to interact with any of the Minos devices in this area.
What's this Minos you mentioned?
Minos is the interconnected computer system that is everywhere and controls everything.
Everything? That sounds very similar to Link.
For the convenience of all citizens. And, word to the wise, no U-chip, no access to the Minos devices. Not even the vending machines. So go register.
What exactly is a U-chip?
Don't they teach you Gaplanders anything? A U-chip stores your ID and personal data in a micro-implant. The immigration terminal is easy to find. What's keeping you? The correct route is indicated by these signs.
I'll be going now.
Pleasure. How can I be of assistance?
Be less sarcastic.
The sign was directing me towards immigration.
I'm guessing that we're not going to be able to use this because, of course, we're not going to be able to.
It was a tire or modern art. I couldn't tell which.
It's a tire.
There was a strange smell, and it was coming from the truck.
Yeah, I think the person who programmed to see you definitely was having a bad day.
I guess this was the immigration terminal.
Welcome to the Union City Registration Terminal. Please place your hand below to receive your U-chip implant.
Ouch!
A U-chip had been implanted into the palm of my hand. I wasn't sure how it was going to help me.
It's probably going to hinder you.
Authorized citizen ID required.
Of course.
The hologram was already active.
Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Welcome to Union City.
Hello.
My name is Greta. It is my duty and pleasure to answer any
She's a
questions you may
greeter.
have about Union City and the local area. How may I help you today?
This U-chip thing, what does it do?
It allows you to interact with all the Minos devices in the area, as well as storing all your personal information.
Sounds kinda invasive.
We prefer the word transformative, sir.
So is Joey still running things around here?
He was, until just a few years ago.
That doesn't sound good. Hope he didn't screw things up.
Not at all, sir. Joey the Savior was a great leader. Citizen happiness reached unprecedented levels.
Good to hear it. I happen to be an old friend of his.
Oh, we're all friends of Joey, sir. Gone but not forgotten.
A child has been kidnapped from my village.
From your village? Was the child a registered citizen of Union City?
No, his name is Milo, and
Polite apology, Minos can only concern itself with registered citizens.
I was hoping you'd be able to help.
And isn't hope a wonderful thing? In the meantime, do you have any other queries?
No, I
Have a
don't.
nice day.
In Union City, sir, there is no other kind of day.
This is a real dystopia.
One of the posts was jammed. I called upon my extensive background in engineering.
Hey! It's working! Hey, we fixed it!
Yeah, piece of cake.
Dude, council sure is shining in my direction today. Do you know how many times I've scanned this thing? The last scan must have done the trick. You see, I'm the diagnostician and tech expert around here. Name's Obsworth. What can I do for you?
A lot of Australians around here. Wonder if they're all Neighbours watchers. Though, actually, Neighbours is more popular in the UK. Neighbours is a soap opera. Made in Australia where it was, because it's now cancelled. Joey,
Tell
let's
me
ask
about
him about
Joey.
Joey.
Praise Joey. Not a day goes by where I don't thank him for the happiness and prosperity he brought to Union City.
These are all
Joey and
members of
I
the
go
cult,
way back.
I'm sure.
We must be talking about the same one.
Well, it depends. Our Joey was kind, benevolent, generous, firm, resolute, moral, was magnanimous, proactive, and a friend to all citizens alike. Does that sound like your Joey?
My Joey was more of a sarcastic pain in the... But he was my best friend. So what's your deal, Hobbsworth?
I am a diagnostician for the Ministry of Comfort.
And what exactly does a diagnostician do?
I find problems.
And fix them?
No, I just diagnose them. Minos fixes them.
I'm looking for a vehicle that might have passed this way.
What kind of vehicle? Maybe I can help.
Well, I didn't get a good look, but I know it has 4 giant legs.
Legs? Word to the wise man. Vehicles have wheels.
Not this one. It walked on the sand. And it was, shaped like a dog.
Whoa. That doesn't sound like any vehicle I've ever heard of.
Why am I
And I've
not
got more
shocked?
magazines under my bed than you can even imagine.
No. Well, I can imagine
About this
you've
missing
probably
kid.
got quite a
Dude,
few
word of
magazines under your
advice,
bed.
huh? Since you're new here,
Okay.
look, maybe kidnapping is the sort of thing you people do in the Gap. But this is Union City, man. We're a proper society.
Gotcha. Thanks. See you around, Hobbsworth.
Oh, before I forget, I really appreciate your patience back there when I was fixing the bridge. Let me thank you properly. Give me your hand.
Okay.
There you go. Your kudos just got a boost.
Thanks, I think.
Keep a smile on your face.
Our kudos got a boost.
The bridge seemed to be operated by some sort of hand scanner.
Let's use it then.
Error. Insufficient permission. Citizen ID required.
Well, we don't have one of those.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
The machine ejected a garish, beclowned can of soda labeled Spankles.
You are currently at your maximum allotted Spankles allowance. Have a nice day.
Welcome to Minos. Caring for you deeply, mind and body. Protecting you from cradle to grave. The Comfort Ministry. Plenty Ministry. Okay.
Citizen, welcome to the abridged audio-visual Union City fact file. The Union City walls were forged in 1994 by a small team of resilient workers. A common misconception is that the team was formed of Australian citizens. This couldn't be further from the truth. The city wall was constructed using British steel imported, along with workers, from Hull in the United Kingdom. Many of the citizens of Union City can trace their ancestry back to that small and very dedicated group of immigrants. This concludes your requested fact. Please return for an all-new Union City fact. And remember, be vigilant.
How
This
can I be of
message is
assistance?
sponsored by the Ministry of Comfort.
Oh, it's Joey.
It was a statue of my friend Joey. I couldn't imagine why they would have erected it. If Milo had been taken this way, I was sure Joey would help me find him. I needed to find someone around here who'd seen the stalker.
I reckon Joey's probably been pulled to pieces. I guess we're going to need to talk to a tricker.
The guy looked like he'd been out in the sun a bit too long. Smelled like it, too. Sir, excuse me, sir. Are you...
Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying.
No, I'm not selling any...
A likely story. Name's Wendell. Joe Wendell.
Nice to meet you.
That remains to be seen.
What are you doing here?
Well, whilst Bruce's power cell remains as flat as a cowpat, not a whole lot.
So you're trying to get in the city?
Abso-bloomin-lutely. Trying being the operative word.
I take it this is your truck?
It's got my name on it, don't it?
Well, I don't know.
Your name is... W?
Well, some of it.
And what exactly is it that you're hauling?
Until I get the old boy back up and running, absolutely nothing. Old Bruce is taking a turn for the worse.
Your truck's power cell has drained.
Aye, emptier than a politician's vows.
That's true.
There was a sandstorm put the bridge over yonder out of action. I was told to go park for a few hours. Turned into a few days. Trying to keep the mini-Ks cool in this heat emptied the power cell. I wasn't stingy on the aircon, mind, or the margarita blender up in the cab. A working man needs his creature comforts. Anyway, 13.7 volts drained to naught. And they still haven't fixed that blooming bridge.
And you've been sat here ever since?
No choice, until they send someone out to juice up Bruce's power cell. Someone competent, I mean.
Well, somebody knows that
to Hobsworth?
voltage isn't
Didn't I
power.
say someone competent? That muffin doesn't know a panhard rod from a Chapman strut.
So, your truck is full of... mini knockwurst?
You betcha! Mini K, best in the gap. Even contains some real meat.
That's nice.
You're welcome to take a handful. Back of the truck's open, although the doors like to play silly beggars.
Oh?
Requires a special technique. Ritual, you could call it.
Ritual?
Aye. Now listen carefully. Step 1, give the bumper a wallop. Step 2, do a little jig. Step 3, pull the door and jerk it hard.
Wallop, jig, pull. That it?
That's it, lad. And remember the order.
Alright.
I'm looking for a vehicle.
Well, mate, today's your lucky day. This is a vehicle.
No, I'm looking for a special vehicle.
But Brucey is special. All he needs is his power cell and we'll be on our way.
The vehicle I'm looking for had 4 legs and no wheels.
A vehicle with legs? Think you've got bats in your belfry, mate.
I saw what I saw. They kidnapped a kid from my village.
You're not the first I've heard talking about kids going missing in the Gap. But I've never seen any come through here.
You forgot the bit where it was in the water and came out like a James Bond film.
Listen, you haven't seen a child come through here, have you?
Pinch something of yours?
No. He was kidnapped.
Oh, I see. Sorry to hear that. Have you asked those kids over by the playground? They've been here a lot longer than me.
Alright.
He's seeing you.
Aye.
So we need to fix This power cell. Murder of...
Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck. The gangs clearly weren't scared of me, or my crowbar.
Fire is what we need. We definitely need fire.
There was an empty space where the power cell should have been.
Well, we don't have a power cell.
How can I be of assistance?
Excuse me.
Greetings, registered Gaplander.
Say that again, would you?
A registered Gaplander.
Thanks. Wasn't so hard, was it? Okay. I'm looking for a young boy that's been kidnapped.
Don't worry, we'll find him. Is he a citizen?
No, he's a Gaplander.
Ah, well, unregistered Gaplanders cannot enter Union City. Therefore, I cannot help.
I need to find a vehicle.
There are no personal vehicles in Union City.
No, it's one that I followed here from across the desert. It's got 4 giant metal legs.
There are no such vehicles registered with Union City.
Oh yeah? It definitely came this way. Kidnapped a child from my village.
Only Union City citizens can file missing persons reports.
Thanks for your time.
Was great meeting you.
Maybe, no, we can't speak to him now, apparently. We can no longer speak to the man. And look, in this world, they air gap the swings. Maybe there's some kind of force field that mysteriously holds us away. There's a gap, kid.
Grabbit's independent traders. I'd bought from sketchier places out in the Gap. Hey, kid.
Hey, weird guy.
My name's not Weird Guy.
I'm Pixel. It's easy to remember because it rhymes with pickle.
So it does. I'm Foster.
I'll remember that easy because your name rhymes with fossil and you're old.
Thanks, kid. I'm looking for a boy about your age named Milo, who may have come through here.
You're asking the right guy. I remember every face that's come through here since I was a little kid.
Yeah? How many's that?
Like, at least 12. How recently are we talking?
Sometime over the past couple of nights.
Oh, didn't know. Haven't seen no kids.
Did a vehicle come through here recently?
Maybe. How recently is recently?
Like 2 nights ago?
Oh, then definitely no. But wait, 2 nights ago? My brother, Vauxhall, he saw this giant monster.
What kind of monster?
Like a totally huge, but not real one.
Huge, but not real?
I mean, Vauxhall says it's totally huge, and Ember says it's not real.
Well, which is it?
I don't know what to believe.
Who's Vauxhall?
My brother, remember?
Can I talk to him?
I guess, but he's not as friendly or helpful as me. Real question is, will he talk to you? He's been hiding for like 2 days now. Won't speak to nobody but me.
Can you tell me where to find him? Maybe he'll talk to me.
Nuh-uh. You gotta earn that information. I don't know if I can trust you right now.
What's wrong with the roundabout?
It sucks. Stupid Mr. Hobbsworth put a chain on it. He said it was for safety, then he dropped the chain on his foot.
What's this about a giant monster?
Right, so my brother Vauxhall, like 2 nights ago, it was night time, right? And we had been playing this massive game of buzzsaws and dynamos, so I was like, wah! But, where was I?
The giant monster.
Oh yeah, right. So, later that night, he wakes me up screaming about how he saw a giant monster.
And?
That's the end of my story. Don't tell Ember I told you.
See you around.
Call it if you need anything.
A sturdy chain tethered the roundabout to the ground.
I'm guessing we're not pushing that today then.
A sturdy chain tethered the roundabout to the ground.
Push me.
I think we win. Oh, come on.
The roundabout had seen better days, but it still looked functional.
I'm not entirely convinced by the physics of that roundabout.
Hey, me again.
Wanna push me on the swings?
Maybe later.
Oh,
What's wrong with Vauxhall?
like, why is he hiding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you, man. He thinks he saw a monster.
Will you tell me where your brother is hiding? Maybe we can help each other out with our monster problems.
Maybe. Yeah, okay. You done me a favour.
I did.
He's hiding in a bench in the garden. I told him I wouldn't tell no one, but you seem okay.
I am okay.
See you around.
Call it if you need anything.
Yeah, like a colander. On your head.
I recognized the girl. She was the one who'd run away from me earlier. Excuse me. Hello?
You!
Me what?
You're the guy in the desert!
And you're the girl with the corpse.
Okay, first of all, that guy was dead long before I got there. And second of all, it's your fault Big Steve stole my deed!
Lost your what? To who?
Do you realize how much potential trade you've cost me?
Honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ugh. I trade. I'm a trader. Name's Ember.
What were you doing out there in the desert with that corpse?
Mister, are you looking to trade something or what?
Trade?
Trade, you know, tech, gadgets, knickknacks from the Gap or the city. That's what I do. I collect stuff, sell stuff, trade stuff. Only, since you're interfering, let Big Steve fly off with my deed, it'll be a while before I can make proper trades again. Now excuse me.
What's a DEET?
My DEET, man. DTT. Data transfer tool. DEET.
What's the DEET for?
Duh, transferring data. That's what I was doing with that dead fella. Transferring his citizen ID for trading, yeah? You distracted me, and Big Steve nabbed it and flew off. Like I said, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Who's Big Steve?
You see all these birds all over the place? Big Steve's the purple one, with a beak full of my DEET.
Tell me about this DEET.
Simple. I collect IDs and I use the DEET to swap them. At least I did, until Big Steve grabbed it.
So are you digging that guy's U-chip out of his hand?
What? No! Data transfer. I told you. I cloned his ID data onto the DEET for later.
What happens later?
Well, you know, maybe someone doesn't want to be found. I do swapsies.
For a price?
Yeah.
What were you doing out there in the desert with that corpse?
I told you already, I was deeding his ID. Only now, Big Steve has my DEET and ipso facto, the ID.
That's all for now. Thanks.
Anytime. Oh wait, no. Come back if you want to talk business.
For someone with a business interest in dead bodies, she seemed pretty normal.
Yeah, alright. Whatever.
A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires. Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out.
I'm shocked.
How can I be of assistance?
You can sod off. Whack it on the head.
These were tough desert birds. Waving a crowbar around wouldn't faze them.
That's why you use it, to bash them. How difficult is that as a concept? Where's this bench then that we gotta find? Not really seeing a lot in the way of benches that we can interact with. Maybe that's the bench over there. No? No.
A sand pit. In the desert. The irony sure wasn't lost on me.
There's a hut up there. Can we get up there? No. Maybe we can give him.
I got you a drink.
Shame it ain't something stronger.
Well, there's an ungrateful person. Hmm. Well, I don't know. I'm out of things to interact with now. I don't like the way the camera works. Maybe we can use the...
How may I help you today?
No, we can't.
Have a nice day.
In Union City, sir, there is no other kind of day.
What about the...
How's it going, Wendell?
Can't complain. Not like anybody'd listen if I did.
That's probably true.
That's the spirit.
What's on your mind?
None of that
Be
stuff.
seeing you.
Aye.
Not helpful. Well, clearly we've got to do something. Where's these benches that it's talking about then?
Hey, me again.
Wanna push me on the swings?
No.
Maybe later. Listen, about this monster.
Jeez, man. Why are you so obsessed with monsters? They're not real.
Alright.
What's your story, Pixel?
Well, I'm 8 years old, and my birthday is in only 64 days. I'm really good at math, and I can even lift my sister. And she's super fat.
Very comprehensive.
Yep. Anything I can help you with today?
See you around.
Okay, I'll go.
No, we can't go up there. We can't go up there, so...
Excuse me.
Well, hey there, stranger. How's your day going so far?
Pretty rubbish.
Well,
Great, I'll bet. Anything old Hobsworth can do for you? By the way, just so you know, I'm on the clock.
Yes, of course. No problem.
What about Wendell's power
How are
cell?
things going with Wendell's power cell?
It's in my office.
But how long until it's charged?
It's hard to say, but it's on my list.
Any updates on Wendell's power cell?
Not yet, but I'll get onto it soon.
Do you need technical expertise to be a diagnostician?
Of course! You need to know exactly where to point your scanner. See, I come to work, and I pick up my scanner here, and then I report the problem. My interventions are key to the smooth running of Union City.
It's really important I find this vehicle.
Why?
Because it kidnapped a child from my village.
Well, that's the Gap for you. It's like the Wild West, but, you know, without the West.
I know it sounds crazy, but I've been tracking the missing child for...
Nah. If it's missing children you're looking for, you best try the Gap. Not here. Good day now.
Looks like you're working pretty hard. Need a Spankles?
Oh, hey, man. That's super chill of you. But I'll just grab one myself when I pick up a thirst.
Alright, well, that's no good then. Maybe we can give that to her.
Anything you can tell me about this finger?
Whoa. Okay, this is some serious kit. The micro actuators alone are worth a bundle. Want to trade?
I think I'll hold on to it for now. What can you trade for some Spankles?
Honestly, nothing. I actually have an infinite supply.
Hi.
Hi again.
What do you trade?
Like I said, sometimes people from outside want stuff from the inside. Sometimes people from inside want stuff from the outside. Second one doesn't happen very often since inside's got, like, everything and free. But it happens.
Suppose a guy from outside wanted to get inside.
Ah, my most popular item. Until Big Steve took my deet, that is.
I'm looking for a boy named Milo who might have come through here recently.
You're looking in the wrong place. Only boys around here are Pixel and Voxel, and the only thing they're missing is a few screws.
Did you see a strange vehicle come through this way?
Strange? You mean like that stinky one there?
No, this one had legs.
Not seen anything like that. Maybe you didn't either, crazy guy.
I'm not crazy.
He's not crazy.
Sure you're not.
I got a U-chip with a temporary ID from over there.
Good for you. They're free.
Can I get into the city with it?
No. And yes. And no.
Break that down for me.
No, a temp ID so they can keep track of you around here. Won't get you inside. Yes, I could deet that corpse's ID onto a U-chip. And no, because as you well know, my deet's been eaten.
Any idea whose body that was out there?
Dunno. Just some guy from the city.
How do you know?
Because I got the citizen's ID from his U-chip. Duh.
Are you sure you haven't seen a young boy?
Kinda hard to get lost in a crowd here. This place ain't exactly Aspiration Plaza.
Okay.
So no, I haven't seen your kid.
Well,
Catch you later.
The
Bye
dialogue tree exhausted then.
There was something strange about the water. And there was an unmistakable smell of ozone. Up close, I could see the water was holographically concealing
An electric fence.
There was an electric fence back there. I wondered if it was live. Ow!
Yes.
I was shocked to discover that it was. No wonder the gangs kept clear of this death trap.
Well, we can't do anything with that. Can't do anything with that.
A metaphysical symmetry of curvature, man and machine. If that was art, I must have been missing something. I hadn't seen one of these terminals in 10 years. Link. The evil behind everything that happened all those years ago. The attack on my village. The death of my mother.
Authorized citizen ID required.
Examine.
Voxel was hiding out in the makeshift den.
Ah, okay.
Hello, Voxel.
Shh. What?
My name is Foster. I've just got a few questions.
Let's ask him about the monster.
I wanted to ask you if you've seen any monsters.
How do you know about the monster?
Truth is, I'm a monster hunter. I've been tracking a monster across the desert for days. I think he came through here, and I'm looking for someone brave enough to see it and live to tell the tale.
I saw it.
Can you describe it?
It was big and beastie, and it eats children, and I could hear the screaming, and it was fast and dark and silent.
Slow down, one thing at a time.
It was big, like a giant dog.
A giant dog? That sounds like what I'm after. Did you see any children?
No, but I heard them. I heard kids crying inside its tummy.
And where did it go?
It sneaked off into the city. After that, I got in here. No way am I gonna let it get me.
You've been in here for 2 days?
Still alive, aren't I?
Did you say you heard kids crying from inside the dog?
I think so. Sure sounded like that.
Can you tell me more about these missing kids?
Only that I heard them inside the monster.
This giant dog, where did you see it?
I was playing buzzsaws and dynamos with Pixel. I won, and he was really cross. Then, in the night, I woke up. It was totally dark. I'd heard this sound, like feet padding along the road, big feet. And then I heard screams, children's screams.
Screams.
I ran over here and hid in my fort.
And you've been in here ever since?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Any ideas on getting into the city?
People go in and out of the main gate. Are you gonna go in there and kill it?
Sure am. That's what monster hunters do best. Then I'm gonna bring Milo and the other children back out.
You will? Oh, you better take this.
Thanks. What is it?
It's a firecracker.
A firecracker. I was gonna use it to kill the monster, but you can have it.
Alright.
Bye.
Hey, you got anything to eat? I'm kinda hungry.
I could keep an eye out.
Mr. Hopsworth sometimes lets me have some of his lunch. He doesn't usually know that, though.
Ah, understood.
Right.
Voxel's giant dog sounded a lot like the stalker that had taken Milo. Now I was sure that the stalker had entered the city.
Oh, I'm sure
There
as
had
well.
to be a way in through the main gates.
Inventory. Let's use the firecracker. Perform the door ritual. Hit the bumper.
Right. Hit the bumper.
Do a jig.
These were not my best moves.
And pull the door. So we've got a mini K, so let's go back and give him the mini K.
Me again. Can we talk some more?
Hi.
What's this about a sandwich?
Mr. Hopsworth always brings sandwiches from the city. They're so good. He's usually got one or two in his hut.
Should I ask Mr. Hobsworth if he wants to share?
No, don't do that. He likes sharing best when he doesn't know about it.
See you around.
Alright, well, the next thing to do then is to give that big blue one the thing. And maybe it'll drop what it's got in its feet. Big Steve. Inventory. Oh, come on. Inventory. Can't use it. Lure.
Come on, big fella.
Where are we luring it to? There you go, and that's how you do it. We'll take that and we'll give it to the girl.
Guess what I found?
A lot of nerve coming back here.
Nope. This.
What? My deed? I'll have that.
Sure, but how about I give you the deed in exchange for the citizen ID that's on it?
The deed for the ID, but
You wouldn't have it back if it weren't for me.
it wouldn't have been stolen if it weren't for you.
So we're even.
I suppose that's sort of fair.
Excellent. When do we start?
Yeah.
Have you got a U-chip?
Yes.
Yes. My hand is still stinging.
Right then, let's get this over with, yeah? Pass me back my deed, Follow me over to my workbench.
Ember's deed had a citizen ID stored on it. A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ember.
You ready to do this?
Yes.
I'm not entirely sure what this is.
You want that citizen's ID, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What do I need to do?
Cool. Just place your hand flat on the U-chip scanner. Over here on my workbench.
Why couldn't we just do
like
it
this?
before?
Yeah, good enough. Let me just line up the laser. Oi, keep your hand still or you'll lose it.
Is this gonna hurt?
Probably.
No more than getting the chip installed in the first place. Right, just transferring the ID now. You may feel a slight pinch. What was that?
That wasn't supposed to happen?
There it is again. Must be... nothing. It must be nothing. Looks like his name was Graham. A fine, upstanding citizen.
Graham. Got it.
Good luck, citizen Graham.
At last I had a citizen ID. I hoped that this was going to be my key to getting into the city.
It probably isn't, I would imagine, but there you go. Well, this has been the 365-day gaming challenge. This has been day 121, and we have been looking at Beyond the Steel Sky from 2020. It is a nice looking game. I don't play enough adventure games, I don't think. I mean, some of the puzzles in this are a little bit... Yeah, how's you? But, not unenjoyable, I would say. I definitely like the style of it. And the story has been reasonably interesting so far. Not sure about some of the accents, but there you go. Maybe one day we'll even get into Union City, who knew? Should we just have a quick look? Just a very quick, see if we can open the bridge. I'm assuming we probably can't, but let's just try anyway. Oh, I wish you wouldn't do that. That is a bit annoying, to be honest.
Error. UChip firmware outdated. Authority for vehicular access denied.
I'm shocked.
The firmware on my UChip was out of date. I realized that I'd been sold a dud by Ember. Graham's ID was finally starting to get me places.
Well, there's a bit more there. There's a sandwich. See, I'm just doing more stuff, aren't I? Fan. Broken power cell.
The power cell was completely wrecked.
Broken.
The console seemed specialized.
Alright, mate. We've got a scanner as well. Always handy.
The power cell was completely wrecked.
Let's give him the sandwich and then we'll call it a day.
Me again. Can we talk some more?
Hi.
Food delivery for Mr. Voxel.
Oh, yes. One of Hobsworth's city singers. Do you want my crusts?
You eat them. Warriors need their strength. Can I grab another one of those firecrackers?
Sorry, mister. That was the last one.
Did anyone else see the dog?
I don't think so. No one believes it even exists. But you do, don't you?
I believe you.
You believe me?
I do.
Don't worry, Voxel. I'm on the hunt. Do you know how I can get inside the city?
I already said. You need to get across the river and through the big doors.
Thanks, Voxel.
Well, there we go. Voxel wasn't very much help after all, but he did give us the firecracker. This really has been the 365-day gaming challenge. This is the challenge where I play an unplayed game of a pile of shame every day, and this has been day 211. No, 211. I'll be back again tomorrow with another game from my pile of shame. And until then, I hope you have a pleasant rest of your day. And I will bid you farewell.